So there's the Intrepid, and you can see I'm on the west side of New York. Beautiful views, because AT&T really knows how to throw a party. What's going on, guys? I'm Aaron from PhoneDog.com, and I'm coming out of an AT&T event, or an AT&T series of meetings, and I've got some cool devices. One of these is the HTC Vivid. Now, on November 6th, AT&T launches LTE in some new markets, but they're also launching two LTE devices. One is the Vivid, one is the Samsung Galaxy S2 Skyrocket, and we have hands-on. We're actually demo units with both, so we can, bear with me, I haven't gotten a lot of sleep, but review units so we can take a look and do an unboxing. So here's the HTC Vivid coming on the 6th, and it's packing a 1.2 gigahertz dual-core Snapdragon processor, that 4.5-inch QHD LCD. Then you have an 8-megapixel camera on the back with 1080p HD video recording, Android platform, 4G LTE capabilities out of the box. Now their LTE operates in the AWS band, so 1700 and 2100 megahertz. And you can see here's the device itself. Absolutely beautiful device, and it's really interesting to look at the comparison between these two devices, because one is super heavy, or not, I wouldn't say super heavy. One's a little bit heavier. The HTC one has kind of a heft to it, feels good in the hand, and then you have the Samsung one, which, like typical Galaxy S2 devices, is pretty thin, pretty light, and plasticky. So it all depends on which one you prefer. If you prefer more of a plastic build quality versus the metal build quality. So let's see what comes in the box here. You get typical HTC stuff: charger plug, USB cable, and an empty bag where I assume the battery was. And then you get a limited warranty, safety and regulatory guide. But enough of that, let's power it on, because that's what you want to see, right? LTE is live in New York, so we can get a first-hand glimpse at 4G, and it's coming to 4 markets. Let me see if I can remember, in addition to the current ones, we're getting Athens, Baltimore. That's a good question. Clearly my lack of sleep is showing, because I can't remember the other two, but 4 new markets coming to total 9 LTE markets in the United States, with I think up to 15 by the end of the year. So the device is powering up now. We'll take a look. You can see it's actually on right now. Let me try to get to a, sorry for all the movement, let me try to get to an area where we can take a look at this without the glare. I'm going to walk over here. There we go, that's a better look. So you can see, set up the menu really quickly here. Skip, next, 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 next. And you know, I can't underscore enough, you know, obviously you're not holding this in your hand, but I can't underscore, it's got a good feel to it. The back is metal, the battery door is metal. It has a 1,620 milliamp hour battery, 4.5-inch display, though interestingly enough, it's got a nice feel to it because it's a longer display, a little bit of a narrower display, as opposed to something like the Inspire 4G, which even though it was a smaller display, it was a little bit bigger and kind of fatter. So kind of a similar transition. Imagine the Evo 4G to the Evo 3D, kind of a similar transition here. So we'll go to next, and we'll get all this set up for you so you can take a look. See that swanky little 4G icon up there in the corner? That's because we're getting 4G. We're going to decline that. Finish. And we're going to bring it up right now. So they're estimating talk time around 5 hours, I believe, on WCDMA, and about 7 hours on GSM. And standby time, I can't remember off the top of my head, but you got your power button up here, 3.5mm headphone jack, 8-megapixel camera with dual LED flash in the back, and this is going to come out in black and in white on the 6th, so you'll get 2 different color choices depending on what you want. Volume rocker over here, nothing over on that side. So let's see our typical capacitive buttons. But you know, again, it's moving pretty quickly. It has a 1.2 gigahertz dual-core Snapdragon processor, so it is moving pretty quickly. Although interestingly enough, you know, we look at some of these devices like the Evo 3D, the Sensation 4G. Some of these that have you know, dual-core 1.2 gigahertz Snapdragon processors, they've been a little bit laggy. So it'll be interesting to see over the course of a couple of days how it performs. But so far, so good. It seems relatively quick. And let's take a look, you know, just at messages so you get an idea of what the keyboard looks like on a 4.5-inch display. Where you're really going to win with this is in landscape mode. You can see somebody with larger thumbs, like myself. Pretty easy to type on, and beautiful display as well. QHD really looks good on this device. And so let's do a quick test of PhoneDog.com. See if we can get this LTE network kicking in the New York area. PhoneDog.com. And it's loading up right now, so you can see it right there. Super great day in New York City. It's about 61 degrees right now. It's still kind of windy, but hey, still decent temperature. It's loading up PhoneDog.com right now, and you can see it pop up. Take a look at how quick the transitions are. Loading, loading, loading. And again, these devices come out on November 6th, so Sunday. And it's loading up right now. We'll wait for it to load. We've got some time. A beautiful looking device. I like the metal battery door a lot. And even though it's got some plastic on the sides, it has a good heft to it. It feels good, and it kind of naturally fits in the hand. Whereas if, you know, a little wider display is your taste, then you're going to want to go with the Samsung Galaxy S2 Skyrocket, because it kind of resembles T-Mobile's Galaxy S2 in terms of design. Maybe a combination between that and Sprint's Epic 4G Touch. So you can see it's loading up right now. Wi-Fi network available. So we'll go back into that in a little bit, but I wanted to show you AT&T applications that come pre-installed as well. It comes with Code Scanner, Family Map Navigator, featured applications, MOG Music or MOG Music, My AT&T, Need for Speed Shift, Quick Light, Visual Voicemail, and YP Mobile. Now, most of the AT&T bloatware can be uninstalled, which is a nice touch, and you can always sideload applications from the Android market as well. Now, if this is, or is this the winner rather on AT&T, or should you go with the Galaxy S2 Skyrocket? We're going to find out in more detailed testing throughout the coming days and coming weeks. So keep it locked on PhoneDog.com for continuing coverage of the HTC Vivid. And be sure to like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/PhoneDog. We're always giving away stuff. We're super cool people. Be sure to check it out. And follow me on Twitter as well, PhoneDog_Aaron, and on Facebook at Facebook.com/PhoneDogAB. There's my silhouette. See me waving. Live from New York. We'll see you next time.